All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to our elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace, love, salutations, and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Nathan Yala from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson, and I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. Now, I came across this video. I'm at work, and as I'm getting gas, I turned on TikTok, and this is the first video that came up. So, while the Spirit was on me, I'm like, let me go ahead and do a video about this, because in this video, he speaks about, you're going to see in the caption states, hey, yo, MAGA, why are y'all mad? Okay. And they're mad because they have a perpetual hatred. They have an internal festering hatred for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And you people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans fail to wake up to realize that the so-called white man hates you. This devil hates you, and he treats you as such. But you consistently want to include this nigga. You want to make him friends with you. You want to give him part in your hope in salvation. And out of all of the things this devil has done, this is why a lot of these cats out here, in my opinion, that are actually that look like they're Israelites, but they are saying that, hey, Esau can be saved. This is my opinion. A lot of those are tares. Now, you have some of them amongst them that may be jakes, but in my opinion, a lot of them are tares, because you're trying to save the very one that's oppressing us. I mean, anybody with a common brain can see, like, damn, this man is really the goddamn devil, okay? And his system is literally built to, one, oppress the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in a great way, because they're not doing this shit to other nations. They only have their necks, their foot on the throats of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Of course, they're oppressing the other nations as well, but nowhere near to the degree that they're doing the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? So when you bring this thing to the attention of Jake, it's like this nigga's hard-headed. They're sottish, all right? As a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. All right. So this is the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 4:22. It says, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." You see? So the reason why I brought that precept out is because if you knew the Lord, you would know that this man is your damn enemy, man. If you truly knew who Yahweh Shai is, if you knew who he was, you would understand that these people that are currently in a position of power that are oppressing you are your damn enemies, man. If you had any type of common sense, you would understand that. But see, you people out here, y'all don't understand that. Y'all jakes, y'all don't get it. So then you make videos like with the video that I'm about to play, saying like, why are y'all mad? Hey, but we've been telling y'all why y'all mad. This man hates us. He's been hated us. He came from across the world, from a whole nother landmass to come into Africa to take us off those lands. He came into North America just to oppress the Reuben and Gad that were over here in Issachar, that were already over here. You see, this man did that. He traveled from across the world to oppress people. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, and he's as death, and he's the border of wickedness. But you tell Jake these things, and you put the evidence in front of him, and they still want proof. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna play some of this video.
I got a video for y'all, and then we got questions. Watch this.
Why are y'all so angry? You have the White House, you have both houses of Congress, you have a Supreme Court that is completely obedient to your president. They're willing to give him unlimited power. They're willing to...
Hold on, let me all right, Salakia.
Say that he can take SEAL Team 6 and kill anybody he wants. They were willing to affirm that. Oh.
Hey, yo, MAGA.
ICE can racially profile anybody they want.
Hey, yo, MAGA. I got a video for y'all. And then we got questions. Watch this.
Why are y'all so angry? You have the White House, you have both houses of Congress, you have a Supreme Court that is completely obedient to your president. They're willing to give him unlimited power. They're willing to say that he can take SEAL Team 6 and kill anybody he wants. They were willing to affirm that. They're willing to say that ICE can racially profile anybody they want. The United States Supreme Court has said you can racially profile Latinos based on their accent or the way they look. You guys have everything you want. You have legal racial profiling. You've ended DEI. You've ended affirmative action. You get all the best jobs even if you're not qualified. You can be a Fox Weekend host and be the Defense Department's Secretary of Defense. You can be Kash Patel and be a podcaster who wants to go to Valhalla and run the FBI as long as you're conservative. You have everything. Why are y'all so angry? What the fuck are you angry about? You've banned all of our books. You've banned Black History. You banned the 1619 Project. You don't have to compete with women for jobs. You've chased them out of the military. You've chased them out of the senior positions in the Department of Defense. You've gotten rid of all the Black History in the museums. Museums are terrified. I have contacts that I'm talking to inside of the Interior Department, people who are running all of those spaces where you can go and see a Civil War memorial or something. The people who work in these places are terrified. They're afraid to tell the real history. The people who are working for the federal government are afraid to say the word Black. You guys have canceled Black scholarships. You're damn near, I guess, ready to get rid of HBCUs. Donald Trump just recently said they're not going to fund any minority-serving institution. Y'all have gotten rid of that. You've gotten rid of help for Black kids to go to college. What more do you want? What are you so angry about? I go every so often. I go and look on X40. Y'all are the maddest people.
All right, so you heard her little rants about how angry, but let's answer her question, okay? Let's go back to the book of Genesis. Let's go to Genesis 27. This is Genesis 27 and 30. It says, and it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made the end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone, like he just left the room, out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting, and he had also made savory meats, and brought it on to his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison, that my soul may be blessed. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, where is he that had taken venison and brought it me, and I have eaten of all before you camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. And Esau heard the words of his father, and cried with a very exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even, O my father. And he said to thy brother came with subtlety, and taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times, and have took away my birthright, and now and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing, and he said, hast thou reserved not a blessing for me? You see, so this is why. Because of the birthright that was given from Bashem Yahushai to Jacob. It was not stolen. It was set up that way because the scriptures say that the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, scriptures say that Jacob is the beginning of the world. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So the kingdom was always given on to Jacob and never Esau. And Esau is pissed because of that. Okay, he's pissed. All right, so we're gonna play the next video, but we're gonna go to Psalms 103 and 9, and it says, he says, no, this ain't it. All right, it's like here. What I wanted was I wanted the book of Ezekiel. There was something in Psalms that I wanted, but I'll get that in a second. Ezekiel 35 and 5. And it says, I'm gonna start at verse 3, and it says, you know what? Let's go to the point. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Is because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had come to an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And we'll read that again in the BBE, and it's because it says, because yours has been a hatred without end. You have given up the children of Israel to the power of the sword in the time of their trouble, in the time that their punishment had came into an end. For this cause, by my life, say the Lord, because you have been shining through blood, blood will come after you. Okay, I'm going to go verse 7 back in the KJV. It says, thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. All right, now we got another video that I'm going to play.
Whatever. Y'all are so...
Oh, look at who's in the picture. I want you to look at this little girl in particular. You can't see her closely, but she's actually grimacing, like smirking. Now, remember, let's go back to the puppy concept here. She would be loathed and torn up probably if this was a puppy, which means he's less than that, because she's not disturbed. This little girl is not disturbed by this, but she should be, shouldn't she? People always ask me, they go, Joy, what was the impact on white people? There it is, right there. Can't feel any empathy for him. None, zero, zip. There's a little one back here, even smaller. Because whatever she's been taught or told, socialized to believe, makes him no longer human.
And it's not, as I just read, this is a hatred that has been passed down genetically. Okay? It's not just, it's been fueled by them teaching it, but it has been a genetic passing down. That's why it's a perpetual hatred. These people hate Jake, okay, with a burning hatred. All right. Now I have another video that I'm gonna play. Let's see. That's this one right here. Now this is more on a
sexualizing your body makes you.
This one is more on a local level, okay.
Sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw water on you? I am racist. And you are.
You are an idiot. No,
I am racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You're ruining your life, by the way.
Oh, you talking about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from this place, mother. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
Suck what? Look how you fucking look like.
What's wrong with you?
What the is wrong with you, you ugly Get the out of my face.
And see.
Talking about ugliness?
Did I stutter?
You not?
All right, so you see, in addition to that, their level of hatred is coming out on a broad spectrum now, even on a broad spectrum, even from the highest level of Edomites to the lowest level of Edomites. Okay, it's coming out all over. So you see that this is a perpetual hatred. This is something that's instilled in them, and they show it over and over and over again. You see, you Jakes out there, y'all just don't understand who y'all enemy is. This is why y'all, oh, they can be saved. How can you save that? This demon right here won't even hear you out, okay? They won't even obey the law, you know? You're supposed to love your brother as you love yourself. But they can't do that, okay? His soul that is lifted up is not upright in him. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, okay? All right, so let's go to Zechariah. You're going to close it out in a second. Short video. I'm on a quick break. This is Zechariah 1:15. I'm going straight to the point, and it says, I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, the day of the Lord is near. It is near. and it hastened greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. See, that's why all this is coming out right now, and you're seeing this devil's true color, because the day of the Lord is coming near. And it says, the mighty man shall cry bitterly. It's just war is about to happen. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day of distress, a day of wasteness, a day of desolation, a day of darkness, and a day and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Now, if you know anything about a storm, before a storm comes, there's always a buildup, right? All right, you stand outside and you say you it's a clear day and you feel the wind blow a certain way. You say, oh man, there's a storm coming, and then slowly but surely you see the clouds start to condense. You see the sky start slowly but surely start to turn dark, and then before you know it, bam, it's raining and it's a really bad storm. Well, that's the same thing that's happening right now with Esau. Esau is revealing himself, showing you his true devil colors, like what was brought out in the very first video, right? The very first video, when she was talking about, y'all have everything y'all want. Y'all have everything. Why you're so angry? Well, that's the storm. That's Esau getting ready to come down with great wrath among Jacob, okay? Right before the great day of the Lord is coming. So we're seeing a buildup of this stuff, okay? We're seeing a buildup. This is all in the scriptures. This is all prophesied to happen, okay? He's going to be that devil. All right, the sword and great destruction draweth nigh. One people shall fight against another. You know, 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter. You got Isaiah the 19th chapter. I shall set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. And Jacob is going to be caught in the middle of all these things, because at the end of the day, he still has that perpetual hatred against you, Jake. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the book of Lamentations. This is Lamentations 4:21, and it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. You see that? And the nakedness is him revealing himself, him showing who he is. He can't hide his wickedness no more. He's bare. That's what you say. I have made Esau bare, and he would not be able to hide himself. Okay? Because he is bare. All right? So all of his evil is coming out. The world is seeing this man and his associates for who they are. All right? All of this fake love shit that was going down, that shit is done. All right? Verse 22, I'm going to just read that. It says, the punishment of that iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into the captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom, and he will discover thy sins. Just like in a court of law, right before judgment is passed, all of the charges are read off for the people to see why they are being convicted of this particular crime, why they're being judged for this particular crime, what they did. So all of his history is coming out, and in his current behavior, you're seeing how this devil moves and how he behaves. All right? So I got one more precept that I wanted to get. I believe this is what I wanted. If not, then we'll just close out on this. We'll just close out on that last precept. This is Psalms 25:19, and it says, consider mine enemies, for they are merry, and they hate me with cruel hatred. All right, that's why they hate you with cruel hatred. This is why these people do everything that they can to keep you in a position of despotism, okay, of lowliness. All right, and I'm gonna read that in the BBE. It says, verse 19, see how those who are against me are increased, for bitter is their hate of me. Okay, it sounds worse in the KJV, because it's true. It's a cruel hatred. They are cruel to Jake. Look what they're doing to the northern kingdom. All right. So then one last precept is similar to the one I just brought out. This is Psalms 59:12. It says, for the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak. Verse 13, consume them in thy wrath, consume them in wrath, consume them that they may not be, and let them know that Yahweh ruleth in Jacob into the ends of the earth. Selah. And that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for the Lord to put an end to this man and his wicked system, and let this man know that it is the Most High that ruleth in the kingdom of men, and you are actually set up by him, and you're going to get put down by him. But at the end of the day, this is why they're mad. So with that, I'm going to end this off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chodash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Until next time, I say Shalom.